Hi, this is my day 10 of taking fenben. Each time I have taken 1 gram of fenben, and let's see, what I have been taking is Panacur-C. I understand you can take other brands or purchase other brands which also have fenben, and the one that I'm using is has 3 4-gram packets, and each it says each packet treats 40 pounds. Again, fenbens are intended for dogs and not for humans, and the 40 pounds means dog weighs 40 pounds. That it's intended, each packet is intended to treat a dog that weighs 40 pounds. Anyway, I'm taking the fenben, and each packet, there are 3 packets to this 40-pound dog treatment, and each packet contains 4 grams. So 4 gram means I can actually take 4 days of it from a packet, and that means 4 days of treatment if I choose to do so. And each gram actually contains 222 milligram of fenben. So although it says 1 gram of fenben, active ingredient would actually be just 222 milligram, which would be 22% of each per gram of whatever is indicated. Anyway, this is my day 10. I'm gonna go ahead and take my dosage today, and then after that I will give you an update, a summary of a sort as to what happened after having taken it for 9 days. So I'll give you a summary for the first 9 days, which would be the first 3 weeks. So my regimen had been 3 days on, 4 days off, 3 days on, 4 days off, 3 days on, 4 days off. That's 3 weeks. And today being day 10 and also the first day of week 4, I intend to take this for a total of 12 weeks, which is 36 days of treatment. And today is the 4th week. That means a quarter of the way. I'm 1/4 done with my plan, and I'll give you an update or a summary of what happened after the day 1 through 9. Anyway, let me go ahead and take the fenben first. Because each packet, I have it all cut up already. This is actually from a leftover from last week. I'm gonna pour 1 gram of it onto my spoon. I have a black spoon. Oh, I dropped some of that there. Anyway, this is about 1 gram. I know it is about 1 gram because I've been taking it, and also I've looked at it before. I don't have a scale, so it's not exact, so I might be taking it in a little bit more, maybe a little less, but I think it's within the deviation that's required for the level of toleration that what your liver can take. I have seen that up to 400 milligram per day is non-toxic for your liver. I had one of the viewers tell me she's now taking 500 milligram per day, so maybe it's also okay to take more. Anyway, I'm doing 222 milligram per dosage, so taking it in a little bit more, a little less, probably should not make a whole lot of difference. Anyway, this is 1 gram, the way I look at it, which has 222 milligram of active ingredient fenben. And olive oil, just gonna pour some oil on top of that. Okay, so I got that, and I'm just bringing it a little closer to the camera. Okay, so that's the fenben. I also have vitamin C, which I'm going to be taking now. I'm gonna take a large spoonful of it because I have been told that it's actually better to take more than less, so I'm taking a whole lot of it. it's very sour, so I'm just gonna dunk it in the water, dissolve it, and because it's very sour, if you have a hard time swallowing anything that's too sour, some have suggested maybe you mix it up in the olive oil also. Very sour. And I have also heard of people just taking the powder first and then putting the water after that, whatever your choice might be. Vitamin C, I found it to be beneficial because it actually takes away the smell of the fart. You pass a lot of gas once you start taking fenben. That's one of the side effects of it. And then the third item that I'm going to take is vitamin E, but because it's in a pill shape and I can't swallow pills easily, so I have to bite down on it. So I'm going to show you that I'm going to take it, but actually the pill itself, I'm going to take it towards the end of today's video clip, so I don't have to talk at length with something in my mouth. Anyway, let me give you a quick summary of the first 9 days. The bad stuffs, the side effects and negative effects that I have felt after having taken the drug from days 1 through 9. One, passing gas, farting. The flatulence was a big problem for me. I was farting like crazy. This was especially true after days 7, 8, and 9. I was just, non-stop. So, if you need to be in a place where you have to keep it down, keep the noise level down. This is something you have to be worried about. But taking the vitamin C takes the smell out, so that's good. The second bad thing that happened was nasal discharge. I had a lot of mucus that was collecting in my nose, and then there was some nasal discharge that was just running down, and actually. The discharges from your body, they tend to be mild, and then it's different. It's not as thick as before. And then the third one is the third bad thing that happened was slight, very slight. But I had a headache, especially towards the third week. I had the small headache that feels like an onset of a migraine headache. But it wasn't heavy, but based on what I have heard of other fenben users, they get some massive headaches as a side effect. I didn't, but I did have some. The fourth thing was a scratched throat. I had a very scratched throat. It happened actually in the third week, and it almost felt like I was catching a cold. And other fenben users have told me that they actually do catch a cold. They start coughing a lot, and then a lot of mucus coming out. Not a whole lot of that for me, but I also did feel scratched throat, and again, there was the mucus that was collecting in my nose. So those are the bad things. No other bad things seems to have happened. Obviously, I'm not measuring my blood or the level of toxicity in my liver, things like that. So there might be some other damages that are taking place. I have no idea, but I'm sleeping well. I don't have any problem. So I'm assuming those are the only side effects that I have had. Anyway, the good things, that there was some good things, not very noticeable, but there were some. The first good thing was appetite. I gained a very good appetite, maybe after all those parasites have died in my stomach. Maybe I'm doing better. I'm eating well. I'm digesting things well. The second thing is a slight uptick in libido. I'm 52 years old. Any uptick is wonderful, but it's just a slight. But hey, thank you. That was a wonderful news. And then the third part was nasal passage. It cleared up. I mean, I could breathe better. It was a lot easier for me, so that was good. The fourth part is better skin. The skin tone seems to have gotten better. this past weekend I actually had to stay up very late into the night, so I have a little bit of a bag under my eyes, but other than that, actually the skin, the overall skin quality, I do like it. I think it's gotten better. And then the fifth and the last part, I'm sorry for being a little bit coarse here, but crapping, good crapping. I mean, you go to the restroom, you know, you get more solid stuff, and then you need less toilet paper to clean up after yourself. So I mean, it's good. Maybe some people have a hard time with their digesting things, diarrhea, things like that. But for me, it was after having taken the fenben for quite a few days, it was good. I mean, it was wonderful, just out there. So those were the goods. There was some bad, there were some goods, and other than that, everything is about the way it had been. Everything was normal. I have been sleeping well, and then I'm gonna take my vitamin E, and I'll talk to you again in my next video, which would be day 11. Goodbye.